Another big piece of the running back free agent market is now off the board. Josh Jacobs goes from the Las Vegas Raiders to the Green Bay Packers. Now, it was a magical 1 hour where Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones were both on the team at the same time, but now Aaron Jones has been released too. We'll get to Aaron Jones in a second. The reported contract for Josh Jacobs, 4 years, $48 million. So that number, pretty dang good for a running back. We'll see what the guarantees are, but overall, that's pretty good, especially coming from where Jacobs was coming from. You go back to the 2022 season, had an elite rushing grade, a 91.9 rushing grade, led the NFL with over 1,600 rushing yards, over 340 carries as well. And he had over 400 yards receiving, so over 2,000 all purpose yards that season. Incredibly impressive. But the interesting part was before the season, the Raiders did not pick up the fifth-year option for Josh Jacobs. So he had that year on a contract year, goes into negotiations last offseason. And obviously, there was nothing that the Raiders could have done. All the leverage was in the hands of the guy who just led the league in rushing. So basically had no choice but to franchise tag him. They end up doing that. They end up signing a 1-year deal, a little bit better for Jacobs anyways. And then this past year, I mean, it wasn't good for the Raiders offense at all whatsoever. I mean, no Derek Carr in there. It was Aiden O'Connell. It was Jimmy Garoppolo. Like it was not a good situation. It was, McDaniels was there. Josh McDaniels was there for half the season. Then he's gone. He gets fired. So it was never going to look great for Jacobs, and it didn't. His efficiency was much further down compared to what it was the year before. And you wondered if now hitting the free agent market, not getting the franchise tag again, what that was going to be like. Well, the Packers give him a pretty good deal, and we wondered what was up because they gave him a great deal and they let A.J. Dillon walk. We're like, you still have Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones, he went through some injuries last year. There's no doubt about that. And you see his production only played in 11 games. I get the ages there, the injury, the availability, but still, last 5 games Aaron Jones played, when he got back to being healthy, it was 5 straight 100-yard games. And so even though rushing yards aren't always the best stat, like he was clearly out there doing what they wanted to for the offense. He took a pay cut last year to get more guarantees, and that bumped his cap hit number for this upcoming season. So they move on from him probably because they just could not work out a deal there. But it's funny, the deal that Josh Jacobs signed, very eerily similar to that of Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones was 26 years old when he signed his 4-year, $48 million deal back in 2021. Josh Jacobs now 26 years old, same thing, 4 years, $48 million. So Packers clearly have a strategy when it comes to their running backs, but it just get a little bit younger, right? Jacobs 26 now, Aaron Jones about 3.5 years older. He was going to turn 30 at the end of this upcoming season. So even though he played well for them, they're trying to kind of get the same type of running back, just younger, hopefully more available, hopefully more healthy, because even though Aaron Jones came back and played well at the end of the season, it's the running back position. He was almost 30. So I get it from the Packers' perspective there, even though Aaron Jones has had a lot of really great seasons in Green Bay. It's out with one running back, in with another, that they're still going to lean on quite a bit. That offense is going to run through Jordan Love, but they knew they had to have a good run game as well. So Jacobs now in on a 4-year, $48 million deal in Green Bay.